I'm absolutely covered from head to toe in suntan lotion, so if you're coming along for this one, I suggest you do the same. Let me grab this and walk. I have plenty to talk about today. I'm in Aviemore, I'm in Rothiemurchus forest again, and the plan over the next 3.5 days is to get to Braemar, which is something I tried in an earlier video, failed because of the snow. But I'm back. This time it's the warmest day so far of the year. The weekend's supposed to be lovely, so we're going to try it again. I've done one night, I've done 2 nights, this is now 3 nights wild camping. So I'm kind of still pushing my boundaries, again leading up to maybe more crazy things in future, or longer trails, that kind of stuff. Just do it bit by bit, have fun with it, don't overdo it, and not only will I enjoy it, but I will learn and I'll get better the more I do it. My camping setup, I've got a sort of changed setup from normal, which I'm excited to show you later on. I do also have my normal tent, so my bag is the heaviest it's ever been. But I think from wearing it so often, I am getting, or hopefully getting, a little bit stronger. So I'm counting on that offsetting the extra weight. Lochan Eilein is a paddleboarding hotspot. Loads of families and stuff just enjoying the banks of the loch and out for a paddle and a swim. And it's pretty obvious to see why, because like with the backdrop of the sort of hills, and you've got the castle in the middle of the loch as well. It's really, really beautiful. Lochan Eilein was the first stop on the tour, if you like, and then from here on I'm going to head through Rothiemurchus forest, enjoy our native Scots pine in all its glory, and then I'm going to head up to the even more popular Loch Morlich before finishing up at the Green Loch. Fresh. It's so much colder than the bottled water that I had before, and it tastes delicious. Oh, that's so good. There's a few reasons I wanted to come to Rothiemurchus again. One, because I wanted to go to Braemar from Aviemore, and the second one, just because I really wanted a sort of woodland walk to start things off. Rothiemurchus forest is one of the last surviving sort of ancient woodlands in Europe. A lot of these Scots pine trees that you're seeing will be between 100 and 300 years old, I think, if I read that correctly earlier on. So it's such a awesome place. There's so much history in these trees, and there's believed to be 10 million pine trees, or trees in general, in this area. So not only is it huge, but as I say, there's so much history in the trees that live here. Something that I've always wondered, and because I'm no expert when it comes to trees and things. You can't really see it, but just beyond that tree line there's a lot of deforestation, and I don't know if the deforestation is dead trees or if it's invasive species of trees that will make way for newly planted Scots pine. From what I read, as I say, there's a lot of restorative work going on in this area, and obviously trees take tens of years to grow into any great size, so all of this won't happen overnight. So this could quite easily be a work in progress, and 10-20 years from now, well, this could be a forest. I've got no idea. I did notice quite a lot of small trees, so I think there is a lot of replanting going on there, but now all of a sudden back in amongst the trees, almost like a Friar Tuck sort of haircut, just hair around the side and then shave the crown off. It's weird, but yeah, I'm at the perimeter of Loch Morlich. Wow, beautiful, huge loch. There are heaps of people lined up over there. This is obviously the quieter side, but it's amazing. If you were going to spend the weekend somewhere, where would you choose? The busier Morlich, the party loch if you like, where it's all happening, or would you rather go somewhere quieter like Lochan Eilein? Oh, there's bugs everywhere. Something huge. Well, it's 6:30 now, so the last almost 2.5 hours I've spent sitting by the banks of Loch Morlich with some friends who just happened to be up there. Got a strawberry, a beer, and a bit of company, so cheers guys, thanks for that. You can't see it anymore, but the Cairngorm is there, the self-titled Munro, and then if you head that way over that ridge you'll get to Beinn, the second highest mountain in the UK, and I'm going beyond, so rather than going up the Cairngorm and down the other side into the Glen, I'm going round the long way. Some of the trees here are just so cool. I mean, the scale, this is a beast, and then it just splits off. Don't know if you can see, there's a couple of guys standing over there. Didn't actually get their names, but we were just chatting. Really nice couple of guys, and they had a bottle of whiskey. I can't even remember what the kind was. Couldn't say no, so I had a wee swig of the of the whiskey, and you know what? It was good. It was really good. It's what I needed. It's what I needed to get me settled. And Lochan Uaine, however you say it, the Green Loch as it's known, I believe it's because there's a lot of algae in the bottom, and the algae is what gives it this green colour. But folklore says that fairies dance around the loch at night, so we might see that. I don't know, but it's a beautiful place. I've been looking forward to this one. This is why my bag's so heavy, because I've got my normal tent and I've also got this thing. So cut to next clip. A bit scared to sit in it. Yeah, probably lie that way, but this could be the best thing ever. 2 loops. Come back down, 1 loop beneath, and then tighten that, and I should have a really tight loop. I got the net on, got the hammock up, but this tarp, I have no idea how to put that on. And I've been doing it for ages, so I think I might just have to accept that I can't do it. Somebody spilt some oats, so I think these ducks are chowing down. Not very scared of me, which is kind of nice, I guess. I brought cheese. Look at that. Oh, what the actual heck. It's all kind of congealed into one big thing. No, no, no. I'm going to give the hammock a go. Got my sleeping bag. I think this will close up kind of nice though. Keep a lot of the light out. I obviously don't have the tarp on because I have no idea how to do it. That was a bit loud for those people over there. But yeah, I've got no idea how to do it. So there's my emergency shelter. The ducks will probably be in it, I would imagine, because the ducks were they were all over that place. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to try and sleep here, and I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. I am shattered. I'll tell you what they did last night. They chomped this little hole in my bag when I was sleeping. Day 2, the Green Loch to Lochan, the next loch on my tour of the Cairngorms. I slept in the hammock last night, as you know, and it was actually quite comfortable. It was a little bit cold for parts of the night. I just had the sleeping bag. If it was colder temperature, it probably would need some sort of extra layers. But it was really good fun. Shoulder's a little bit sore, but obviously that's just because of the weight of the bag. And the bag's got the worst injury of them all. The tiny little hole from where those ducks were chewing it when I was sleeping. In football terms, the Cairngorms is like my home team. It's the closest mountain range to Aberdeen, so I've always got an affinity and a sort of bias towards it. I am a little bit of a glory hunter in the sense that, you know, your Torridins and places like that are hard to ignore as, you know, one of your favourite places to go, but Cairngorms is different. There's a different feeling here. It's like a nostalgic sort of feeling. And Lochan, where I'm heading, that is like the theatre of dreams. That's the stadium, I think. So I'm really, really excited to get there. beautiful. I just met a guy on a bike as well who had just come down Bynack Moor. He basically said, well, I was planning to go through the valley to Strathnethy, and he basically said that path is hellish, overgrown, you will hate it, it won't be worth it. Go over Bynack Moor. I saw the path that sort of cuts through all that sort of moorland, and then I saw this path to the top of Bynack Moor, and I thought, ah well, I guess we're Munro bagging today. There's not too much to this one. It's very remote, so a lot of people cycle out to it. Picked up a pack of this strawberry jelly, a tip from the tartan hiker who I came across on Instagram. Delicious. Stop for a lunch break. Get a bit of rest in the legs before I make that push. I'm just going to make a questionable sort of wrap. You guys can sort of rate it out of 10. Let me know what you think. Warm bag salami, warm and mushed sliced bag cheese, and 2 little wraps. Hey presto, we have, as I say, probably one of the most questionable things ever. It'll do the job, and it'll make my bag lighter, so it's a win-win. I didn't even have any energy to say I was at the top of Bynack Moor when I touched the stone. That was tough. That just doing it with the bag is it just makes it so hard. It's really windy up here, which is a nice change from the sweltering heat. But yeah, I've done it. I've checked off another Munro by accident. I can kind of see the finish point for today. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you. And it's getting me excited. Looking forward to it. I just got to get there first. Oh, where is it? Somewhere there. There's like a sort of cliff face. That's the end of Lochan, which is where I'm headed. Lochan, incredible. I mean, you can barely see it on this camera, but wow, 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 wow. I'm not even there yet. Oh, it's been so tiring coming up and over Bynack Moor, and to get that view now, oh my God, I cannot wait to get down there. It's going to be a good camp. Oh, the adrenaline, the absolute buzz that I just got. I'm not even there yet, I've just seen it from distance, and I'm super excited. I better get down there. What else for it? Wow. Oh, that was hard. That was a really long, hard day. But this might be the coolest place I've camped so far. Or haven't camped yet, but I'm gonna. Look at this loch, it's absolutely beautiful. And obviously that amphitheatre, I've wanted to come here for so long, and it's so remote, it's so, the scenery is so striking. It's just so amazing. I'm going to set up and I'm going to have a swim. That swim that I'd had, or I should say swim, I was too scared to go all the way in, so I just kind of gave myself a body wash, but I'm feeling fresh. Really fresh. Whew, can't even explain how much I needed that. As I say, somewhere I've wanted to come for so long. So hopefully it comes across well on camera. Because it really is special. Obviously Ben Mheadhoin just behind, well, up and over. And it's such a rugged and dramatic landscape, which the Cairngorms isn't typically known for. But yeah, it's awesome. I'm tired, it's early, it's like 8:30 or something, but I'm done in, so gonna try and sleep till 5, maybe 6, who knows, and face tomorrow with new enthusiasm. Good night. See ya, I don't know. I've immediately come back inside because it's pretty cold and also quite windy. That was a rough sleep. The sand rock hard, and the wind was waking me up every like half hour. Because I went to bed so early, it was like 10:30, 11:30. And I was like, oh God, 12:30. Here we are, 6:30, or a little bit after. That's where I'm heading. It's amazing how the past 2 days have been so glorious, and now we've got a really windy, cloudy day, although I do think it might clear as we get on. Possibly the windiest night I've ever camped. It was crazy, hence why I didn't sleep very well. So yeah, we're off to Linn. Over there is the shelter stone. I was going to go over to it, but it's really far, and I still have to go up here, so I need all the legs today. So I can't waste them going over to the shelter stone. So I was going to show you guys, but forgive me, I'm going to pass on it, and I'm going to focus on climbing up to Loch Etchachan. Loch Etchachan, I think it's called, I can't remember. Is this the best loch in Scotland? It's just incredible. And to think I was sleeping down there last night. Loch Etchachan. This wind is insane. I'm definitely going to lose my hat, but I'm going to leave my bag here, so please don't steal it. And I'm heading up there. This big granite beast, this tor, not only is it sheltering me from the wind, but that's the summit, the highest point. So I'm going to give it a quick scale. Or from where I left my bag, quite steep steps, and then it plateaus. There's a false summit, which is officially only 20 metres smaller than here, and then a little bit of a walk along the plateau, and then you're here at Beinn, Mheadhoin, however you pronounce it. I'll find out later. I'm here! I'm getting down immediately! Do you think I ran all the way back down from the summit to this point? Or do you think I just ran for those clips? I'll let you decide. Maybe somewhere in between. Reunited with the bag, it wasn't stolen. Although I don't know who would want to take this bag because it's so heavy and it's full of smelly bag meat and bag cheese. Over the past sort of few months, I guess, feeling stronger, feeling fitter, feeling more confident. It's just great. Doing this is great. Being out here in the wilderness, amazing. And I would 100% recommend it. You don't have to bring a super heavy bag. You don't have to come out for several days in a row. You can just come out for for one day and go home. You can come out for one night and go home. You can do whatever the heck you like. It's not up to me. But it's fun. Well, this is Bob Hutchison's memorial bothy. What a place to stay this would be. Wee stove for keeping you warm. Some soy sauce, essential. It would be nice to stay there, get a wee fire going. A guy who I met, funnily enough, when I tried to come here back in April, I keep referring to this one, he did go there during the snow, and he did stay there with the fire on. So fair play. That's some hike. There's something so majestic, even about a dead tree. It's just, look at it. It's so white as well. It just reminds me of reindeer antlers, this part here. But even though it's done, even though it's finished, life is no more. It's still sprouting from the ground and reaching up to the sky. I think it's cool. I forgot to record when I was passing Derry Lodge, because just before I bumped into a hiker who travelled over from Denmark. They were hiking through the Cairngorms and then on their way to do the Great Glen way. So we were just chatting for a bit. And then I passed the lodge and I completely forgot about it. And I've since left them in the dust. So it's just me again, powering on. I've upgraded to a meat sword, or a meat dagger. I don't know why I took this and that horrible bag sweat salami and that bag sweat cheese, but I did, so there we go. I was thinking of camping near here and then just walking back tomorrow, but I've got free will and I kind of just think I may as well walk back to Braemar, and then if I can get home tonight, cool, and if I can't, I'll just camp again. So that's what I was going to do anyway. How horrible does that look on a scale of 1 to 10? Tastes amazing though. And for the record, I had that entire salami sword, or salami dagger. It's gone, really salty. All I've had to eat today, a salami sword and assorted nuts. I need to go home. A nice homemade coffee. It's actually the next day because I couldn't film an outro in Braemar because I had to sort of rush onto a bus. I made it back in the nick of time. It was beautiful stuff, really beautiful. We've got a champion breakfast waiting for me. Amazing trip, really, really incredible. Some of the places I visited beyond the expectations that I had, and I'm really glad that I did it. So I would fully recommend. Not necessarily the route that I took, but there's so many varying routes through the Cairngorms which are equally as nice, and can still tie in some, if not all, of the places I went. So yeah, thank you very much if you came along for the journey. I have no idea where I'll be going next, but I hope you all come along for the ride. So cheerio, I'm going to tuck in.